YouTube, what's up? Like I said, I'm gonna go back and go over some of the Heddon Tiny Chugger plugs, which was discontinued in the 90s. I want to say I got a lot of them from my grandpa, and then after I got hooked on them when I was small, I went to flea markets and yard sales and everything I could find to try to find some more of these plugs. Little did I know that you could just order them on eBay for like $1 a piece from people that's attempting to sell them because they really don't know what they are. But I made a super absolutely pathetic video on them earlier, which I got one fish catch that I will show. I know you wanted that hole too. You notice he hit that motherfucker when I started working the shit out of it.
Yep.
I just want to go over and kind of talk about them for a minute. Just show some of the ones that I have. I don't fish these a lot because they're my grandpa's and I don't want to lose them. But when I do fish them, I absolutely know that they're going to work. Yeah, that's what he is too.
Yeah, I've seen him when he turns sideways.
Mm-hmm. He counts.
He made it to the boat, didn't he?
Yeah. These fish got awesome color in there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome color. They're so green, man. So, a lot of these don't have plugs on them, which I've got to go to my truck and get my rod because I've got one tied on there that I actually need. But, we'll go over some of these. Some of the older ones, some of the newer style ones that they sell. The newer ones are Heddon Chugger Spooks, or the Heddon Baby Lucky 13, which I only have one of. But this right here, with the red eyes, is an absolute fish catching monster. I mean, I don't even really, if there's anything else I need to say about that. I mean, this right here is an absolute fish catching monster. This is a Heddon Tiny Chugger. These were discontinued in the 1990s. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, switching up colors. 4. Plus, I've got one more exactly like this one with the red eyes, white ribs, black body, tied on my rod that I fished earlier today that I'm going to show. One video on of me actually catching fish. Matter of fact, I fished it Sunday and caught like 10 fish on it, but it was a little before daylight in the morning. Monday, sorry. But I'll put those up as well and you can see those. But this plug right here is an absolute monster. I like the one with the black body, white ribs, red around the eyes. I don't know what that red around the eyes actually does, but it does a lot. This is the one with no red around the eyes, as you can see. I don't know what the difference is, but they tend to tear this one up a lot more. Now the one that I have tied on my rod, actually from here back is solid clear, because I've literally caught so many fish on it that it is stupid. But when I put hooks on these, I know these don't have any hooks on them, so I really can't say much. And this one I've actually never fished. I've had it for a while, but never fished. But the way I like to do this is, you can see the size of that hook and the size of this hook. This is about the size hook that comes on it. This is the size hook I like to swap out and put on it, with a small hook in the front, big hook in the back. Just because when it sets in the water, they'll kind of lean back a little bit like this. When it leans back like this, it kicks water up into the air And if you've never fished a Heddon Tiny Chugger, you know that they kind of give a slight dip in the water after they pop. They'll pop, dip, pop, dip, pop, dip. They're not like your traditional popper, per se. Like this one, or this little bitty, whatever you want to call it, this little bitty baby popper right here. They're not like this one. This one will pop across the top and never give a little dip, never kick up into the air, even with the feathers on the back. I don't even know what that's about. That's a thing now. Whatever. These right here are awesome. Now these are your bigger ones. These are the Heddon Chugger spooks. Now this is like something you'd like to fish on the lake, the river, or something like that. But this is not your pond style plug. This is your pond style plug. Which me, I'm more of a pond fisherman, so that's kind of what I'm speaking on. But I mean, you can see the difference in size, the difference the way the ribs are painted, the red around the eyes. I don't know. There's a big difference between the two. But this baby right here is bad. Now this one, what did I do with it? This one is your Heddon Baby Lucky 13. Heddon Baby Lucky 13. Heddon Chugger Spook. Heddon Baby Lucky 13. Heddon Tiny Chugger. Discontinued. And you can see the lip difference between these two. So that's obviously going to affect the way that it pops. Versus this one's got a center tie. This one's got an upward high tie. So this one's going to jerk high and it's going to pop up because this very distinct bottom little lip that this plug has. This one's got a completely different pop. You can fish it a completely different way. Matter of fact, if fish are biting this, you can pretty much almost just throw it and reel it. And they're going to hit it, which I don't recommend, but you know, just saying. That's the difference between the two plugs. But I mean, if you're looking for a popper, dude, that's really going to bust on fish, that right there is your absolute way to go. Love them. They're awesome. But that's just about all that I have. Heddon Tiny Chugger. Discontinued in the 90s. Completely awesome plug. Try fishing it. If you can find one, you know, hit some yard sales, hit the flea market, look on eBay, Amazon, whatever. Somebody somewhere will be selling one of these plugs because they will not know what it is. And mark my word, this is a fish catching monster. Now you will catch a lot of dinks on it because it's kind of small, but absolute toads will hit this. For real. I've got two mounted as proof. What else can I say? As always, ripping lips. Keep ripping lips. And I'll see you guys in the next video. The Heddon Tiny Chugger plug works.